What's up, Knights of X? We are at the end of the Grand Arena season, and it's now time to start farming and getting these Datacrons for the next season, for Territory War, Grand Arena, you name it. Now is the time to grind, because there's one in particular that we're going to talk about today that I finally got my hands on from a very lucky level 9 roll on a first attempt, where I'm going to show you insane gameplay. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Vane from a Pirate King Hondo team is absolutely disgusting and one of the strongest Datacrons ever printed. Definitely a top 10, maybe top 5. It's absolutely insane what this guy is doing. It reminds me so much of League of Legends when you're playing a tank, where the tanks do more damage than the actual damage dealers on the team, like an ADC or a mid laner. Those are the type of characters that are meant for damage, but characters like Dr. Mundo and like Mordekaiser, who are tanky, do more damage than tanks. That's League of Legends talk, but in Galaxy of Heroes, Vane is going to be stronger than most attackers on the entire roster. I'm talking one-shotting your character on an assist. It's absolutely nutty. I've never seen anything like it from a tank, a non-GL tank. So I got to show you guys. On my second endgame account, Goth Mommy Sexy Vexy, I was able to get Vane first attempt. So what I'm doing on all 3 accounts, I'm going in different directions for different testing for you guys. So one account, my main account, I'm going very hard for the Balin focused Datacron to do some testing on that. On this account, I went really hard and tried to see if I could get lucky with the Vane level 9. So doing really good stuff with that. I was able to get him. On my third account, I'm going to try to mess with Cody a little bit and see what I can do with Cody. If apparently it's bugged. I saw a video from Scrub saying that something's going on with the Cody Cron. Hopefully that's fixed for some more testing. But for today, Vane. This thing is disgusting. And this is what I'm currently rocking. Not super ideal for what I have. I just really wanted to get the level 9. So the level 6 is really not terrible. I ended up getting a turn meter one, which is actually pretty good because you are applying quite a bit of debuffs. So you're going to get a turn meter if they dispel a debuff, or, you know, it's doubled if they do it, you get 2%. It's not bad. The turn meter is not terrible. It actually helps your team get ahead. I would prefer the speed up on a basic personally, because it's gonna help you out throughout the battle longer. But I got really lucky with some of these stats. I kind of wish I got more health. I think the more health is gonna be better. But I got a ton of defense, a little bit of health, and a little bit of offense. So it's really not terrible. The high defense is kind of nice, but it's all about this level 9. Everything matters. Whenever Vane gains a stack of profit, gain 20% max health, stacking up to 300% until the end. Whenever a pirate ally uses a special ability, Vane assists, dealing 35 bonus true damage based off of his max health. You're going to see the gameplay. I have a bunch of gameplay recorded for you guys. It's insane. While Vane is taunting, if another pirate ally receives damage, Vane gains 10% offense based off his max health until the end of his turn. So, practically, he's a assisting, one-shotting character. He has no damage on him, but the more max health he gets, the more damage he's going to deal based off of, more true damage is going to be based off of his max health. I don't remember a tank or a character Datacron doing this much damage in an extremely long time, or in fact, ever. Not saying it's going to be unbeatable, but it's really not looking too good at the moment, especially in squad arena testing. I have one counter at the end that is a little dicey that I was playing around with. I didn't do that much because this account, unfortunately, does not have the Night Trooper Cron. I wanted to do some more testing with, like, these guys, possibly Bad Batch, but it's a little dicey. Well, you know what? We'll run a Bad Batch counter at the end of the video to see if it works, but in my squad arena shard, this is what I'm rocking. I was doing some testing. To see if I can get Moff Gideon to work. It wasn't working, so we were facing number 3. He has it as well. He's got a Relic 10 Vanes, and he's probably modded him for max health. But what I'm going to show you first is what I was able to do on offense with my own Vane. So what I'm going to do is we're going to switch over to the video really quick, and we're going to get right into it. So this is going to be the first one. I've got a couple GL battles for you, and it's going to be really interesting. Showing 2 Relic 10s on an Ahsoka team, a Relic 10 Ahsoka and a Relic 10 Ezra with the Hoi Yang level 9. Which is probably going to be one of the go-tos for Ahsoka next season because all the overpowered Crons are gone. So, I want to show you the gameplay. It's the same exact Datacron I showed you in my roster. My lineup is currently just Silvo, Brutus, and SM33. if I really want it to be a, make it super powered, probably throw in OG Hondo to stop some off-meta counters. But OG Hondo might be better in a Balin lineup this season. So I try to keep it like this, and then hopefully it doesn't affect Moscanata too badly. But let me show you the gameplay. I'm going to show you it on, we'll do it on not exactly 2x speed. We'll do it on 1.5. So I don't want to make it too long. But over here, we're going first. We're playing an offense. She's dead right off the bat. Look at this. Look at the damage. I'm trying to figure out if I can remove Turn Meter. Dead. You see that? 195. 216. It's crazy. They haven't even moved yet. Increased cooldowns. The damage that comes out of here. See that damage from Vane? It's crazy. And look at the damage from Brutus. Over here. Did you see that damage? It's crazy. We just beat an Ahsoka team in less than a minute. Look at the damage from Brutus. Just nutty. Absolutely nutty. Next up. Jabba team. Only one I could find was with the Datacron. I was like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. In the beginning, I would think maybe Jabba would be a hard time because we can't assist on him because of the lethal buff, which is that little blue icon above our characters. We can't assist right away, but the other pirates are kind of doing work in the meantime. So I heard a lot of people saying that Jabba is a potential counter, but I don't know. We're going to have to see how the AI plays on defense, but look at the assist on Vane. Do you see that damage? 175k from a tank on an assist. It's absolutely insane. The whole team is gone. You see that damage? You see the little white? It's crazy. So it's going to be whenever he assists. So obviously SM33 is doing a lot of work here. But every time someone does a special, you're going to see 93k on a GL. 93k. That's insane. That's just not normal behavior. It's really, really good. Next up, showing a Relic 10 Kylo with a Focus Datacron for Boba Fett. That's obviously going to go away next season. But look at this. Opening play. Kylo's gone. Obviously in Grand Arena, that's not going to work exactly how we're going to think. But look at that. They're all gone. You see the little white thing? The little white bar. 316k. It's insane. 239k. I mean, come on. Come on. He's a tank. He's a tank dealing this much damage. Next up for fun, I was like, you know, let's try Leia. Obviously, Leia's not on defense quite that often, but it's a good indication to see how she might struggle on her offensive run against your team, because the amount of damage you're dealing is unfair. Over here, 130k on a GL, 217k, 200 something k. Look at that. He's a tank. It's the moral of this video is if you don't have this Datacron yet, I would recommend getting it because it's going to be a menace on defense. And if you are, struggling on offense to take out a team, he's going to be absolutely fun and help you just shred it. It's night and day. It's super easy. Now, what I want to show you next is going to be Rey, Ben, Ezra, and Barriss-Kron, which is going away. It is going away, but I just want to show you the power. If Hondo ever attempted to do this on his own prior to this Datacron, he would get annihilated. It wouldn't even be close. He is able to beat this team. So, this is just to show you the power of what this Datacron can do against a full health Barriss level 9, the Healer Kron 6, and, Max Health Protection 3. One of the best teams in Grand Arena for the past couple seasons was the Rey, Barriss, and Ezra team. And Pyro King Hondo, obviously it takes a little bit of time because the healing is very, very annoying. But you're going to see here, he's popping up. He's hitting for 250k. I don't even have him modded for max health, I don't think, yet. So I have to work on the modding to make him hit even harder. But I really think they're going to have a really, really good time on defense this season. I think it's going to have a high hold rate. I think a lot of the counters that in the beginning are going to be a little iffy. Like if you use Kylo, it could be some RNG. If you play it wrong, you're going to be screwed. But as you can see here, I'm just trying to gun down Barriss. It does take time, but there you go. Brutus starts to ramp up a little bit, and you're going to see the level 6 is also nice here because all the debuffs that they're cleansing with Barriss was giving me Turn Meter. So if you end up seeing Rey with like Barriss on defense the next season for whatever reason, you got to see how Rey's going to be. I think her viability is going down a little bit. Those debuff, the Turn Meter gains is kind of nice. So that's another thing I have to figure out with the level 6 is if the Turn Meter one is more worth than the max health damage. I think the max health damage is going to be better because you're going to be dealing way, way more damage. But if I ever attempted this in Squad Arena, Rain Arena, without the Vane 9, it wouldn't be close. The raid team would walk all over you. You'd get one shot by her ultimate. But here, obviously, we might lose some characters on the ultimate, I think, here. But we can bring them right back. The moral of this is that I'm just trying to show you the strength of how powerful this team is. Over here, I just want to show you the assist. That's a 400k hit off of Vane's middle ability. You never see that, ever. And then over here, I end it. You can't assist on Ezra, so it doesn't really matter. But it's very, very easy. There you go. Nice and simple. I just want to show you the raw power of this team. Now, this is the only video I have recorded against it on defense. I tried Lord Vader, destroyed, tried Jabba, couldn't get it to work. I don't have the Bounty Hunter level 6, so that might be a problem. Or I did have the Bounty Hunter level 6. I had the Wardy Bounty Hunter 6. I could not get this to work with Jabba. So I was like, you know what, let me try Kylo with one of the newer Datacrons. So I tried one with very high armor pen and the cooldown reduction 3. And I think the huge emphasis in this battle is the priority target you need to stun and control is Vane. So when Kylo takes a turn, whether his cooldowns are increased or not, your goal is to keep Vane on lockdown because he is stronger than the damage dealers. I think there's going to be some RNG, by the way, like still with like SM33 one-shotting your Kylo or Brutus hitting pretty hard. But I still think that the most important thing in this battle is to stun lock Vane and control him because he's going to murder your team. Now, this is without GAC Omicrons. I think the Omicrons are going to benefit Kylo way more than it would them because Silvo has a revive mechanic and Kylo prevents revives anyway. So I'm saying this could be a potential go-to counter, but I still feel like there's going to be some RNG. And, you know, who they target, whose cooldown they increase, we're going to have to figure that out. But regardless, the team is very strong. You saw what I was able to do against Kylo on offense. If you don't control Vane, and then possibly the other characters pop off on your first order team, you could be in some trouble. You could be in some absolute trouble. But it looks like here I was able to pull it off. So I'm just trying to show you, it's not going to be completely unbeatable. I know this is squad arena testing, but it's going to be one of the strongest teams in Grand Arena this season. And I highly recommend that anyone that owns Hondo or has Vane in their roster, try to get this level 9. It will get you holds, and it's going to be a huge pain in the Tookus for a lot of players this season. So before I end this video, I want to have a little bit of fun. I do have a lot of crystals on this account. Don't really spend a lot on it, but I use it for testing. So what I'm going to do is we're going to try to tackle this with the Bad Batch, because I was able to have success with Bad Batch against Hondo last season without the support cron. And I was able to work against the Attacker cron, Tank cron. It all worked for me. But now I want to see if maybe with the Crosshair, if it has some potential. I'm not saying it's going to, but we're going to give it a test live together. So let's see how it goes. I think this is going to be all about target practice, but I'm worried about what his assisting is going to do. You see that we're already like in trouble. Look, guys, yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, there's simply no way. I think Bad Batch, with that amount of damage coming from him, how is it possible? I don't think so. That is just a pure example of what you're trying to do with off meta and what it's like. Not even close. So these are the type of things that we need to test and figure out. But that's just an example. Last season, Bad Batch had a chance. This season, I don't think so. I don't think so. This Datacron has Turn Meter, so I don't know if that's playing a factor. That's the one that I was testing against. It's very, very challenging. I don't have Spider Maul on this account. I'm pretty sure you're gonna walk over Spider Maul. On defense, like if you're stressing about facing a Spider Maul team with Stranger on GAC defense, I think Pirate King Hondo is gonna walk all over it. Those assist damage is you're gonna probably one-shot Star Killer right off the bat or something. You're gonna do some crazy damage numbers. But if there's anything else interesting I could test with you guys, I don't know if Ahsoka Ezra's going to be a thing, and that team's mostly on defense regardless. Sith Eternal Bane, I don't have the Omicrons. I wish I had Night Trooper Cron. Great Mothers, I can't imagine getting to work, but I guess I'll try quick Great Mothers battle. And we don't have an Attacker Cron anymore. We don't have any of these really good Datacrons. So maybe I'll try a Dark Side Terminator with a special with the stun Imperial Remnant 6 and see if that can have any merit at all. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to have to put this on Vane. Let's see what happens. It's just showing you the raw power. See this assist? She's dead. 278k, 300k. So, the Doomed, gone. And you don't really do a lot of damage to him. How insane is that? 350k. 130k in a crit. 379k. 379k. That's what I mean. You got to get this one. You got to get this one, guys, because it is absolutely insane. So, if you guys learned anything from this video, you got a really good Datacron, I would highly recommend you go for it. Out of all the things for the next set, this is the most important. All the other level 9s are not terrible. They're going to be more of a boot, like a luxury boost. This Vane one is an essential. Absolute essential. So, bare minimum, Vane, priority number 1 in terms of the regular Datacron set. Then work on Balin and Wampa and these other focus Datacrons because that will have very long-term viability. The other ones, try to get some of the other ones. I have a Datacron video. I highly recommend you check it out. But Vane, you need to get it. You've seen the gameplay. You've seen what it's like on defense. It's not going to be easy. So, hopefully you guys listen to me and try to get this. I know there's going to be some RNG with the rerolls, but do your very best. So, if you guys did enjoy this gameplay and this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below for that algorithm, and subscribe to the channel to become an Out of X on the road to 10,000 subs, guys. Help me get there. May the force be with you all, and I'll see you in the very next one. Peace.